Department of Transportation said they will begin construction next spring on I-75 in Hancock County on a similar project. I'm live in Lima. Katie Jackson, back to you at the desk. Hey guys, there's a chill in the air tonight, but that's not stopping these kids from going out and trick-or-treating. I have with me the coolest Power Ranger around, Evan Sloan. So Evan, tell me a little bit about what your favorite part of Halloween is.
Candy.
The American Red Cross doesn't send the troops your typical Christmas present, but instead they send necessities the armed forces don't have being overseas.
Hey guys, thanks so much. I have with me one of the organizers of Celebrate the City, Ada Ellerbrock, and she's here to kind of tell us about the event and what it's all about. According to the Nielsen Company, an estimated 81.4 million people watched Monday night's Clinton-Trump debate, making it the most watched in American history. Thanks, Jeff. Kids at the Auglaize County Fair are getting a feel of what it's like to work on a farm and getting a real-life experience of what it's like to raise livestock. And these kids are taking this little piggy to the market. A very unusual case circling Putnam County. After serving his time, Travis Soto recently confessed to murdering his 2-year-old son 11 years ago. Soto has not been charged yet, but is currently being held in the Putnam County Jail. Judge Chad Neese set bond at $500,000 during Soto's arraignment. In 2006, Soto pleaded guilty to the charge of child endangerment in the death of his son, Julio Soto Baldoza, after a plea deal. He was initially charged with involuntary manslaughter after he ran over his son with an all-terrain vehicle and failing to call for help. Recently, Soto walked into the Putnam County Sheriff's Office and recanted his previous testimony, then confessed to murder.
He come to us, he said he had been carrying that weight around for a long time and he just wanted to get it off his chest. I guess I'm just glad to see that if we can get final clarity on it. I think even back at the original time, there were questions that we couldn't answer, and we wanted to, we just couldn't get those answers. So now hopefully we can finish answering those questions.
Well, ultimately, as you know, there will be a preliminary hearing. After that, if the case is bound over, it will be presented to the grand jury at our next grand jury. They will make a decision whether or not there should be an indictment on these charges. If they conclude that there should be an indictment, then the prosecution will continue in the Court of Common Pleas.
Despite the confession, law enforcement officers and the county prosecutor are unsure as to whether any charges will be forthcoming. Soto will be back in court Tuesday, August 2nd for his preliminary hearing. In Ottawa, Katie Jackson, your news now. Lauren Cunningham is one of the most outgoing and happiest 11-year-olds you will ever meet. Despite being diagnosed with leukemia in 2014, she spends her time trying to help others and put a smile on their face. Lauren was diagnosed in May of 2014 after the doctors thought she just had a bad sinus infection.
Since that time, my husband and I have talked about something we'd like to do. There's nothing we can do for Lauren to make this go away other than, we take her to her treatments, what needs to be done, but we can't make it better. So our goal is to try and help others in some way that we can. And to do that, we started doing the blood drives. It's something real important to Lauren.
The American Red Cross has been hosting blood drives in Lauren's name so she can help others and people like her. She has received more than 80 blood transfusions during her treatment. She may need more transfusions in the future to help her continue to battle the leukemia. Her goal for the drive was to get at least 100 people registered.
I'm excited that we got my goal, and hopefully at least 100 people will be able to donate, because then we'd be able to save 300 lives. For every one person that donates, we save 3 lives.
She spreads the word about the drives by posting to Facebook, writing emails, and sending postcards. She says her supporters also help spread the word.
There are a lot of kids from this area that have been diagnosed with leukemia since I have been, and we're trying to reach out to their families, help them. I send letters to them, I send cards, I try to keep a smile on their face.
Lauren loves to dance, swim, and play sports. None of those activities would be possible for her if not for blood donors who have helped her continue to live through her treatments.
In September of 2016, she will be done with chemotherapy. She'll continue to go to Nationwide Children's Hospital for appointments, but as long as the leukemia doesn't come back, she will be done with chemotherapy then in September.
Yep, I'm gonna beat leukemia.
In Lima, Katie Jackson, your news now. Pine Valley Ranch LLC applied for a permit to build a 2.2 million chicken mega farm facility in Spencerville. The permit arrived on the trustee's desk in January of this year. Community members are just now finding out.
There is a requirement that this get advertised, this permit get advertised, and the plans for this future building get advertised in the county paper of largest general circulation. Okay, Van Wert County Even though we're clear down in the corner of Van Wert County, that paper is the Van Wert Times Bulletin. It doesn't have a large readership. And if you saw the show of hands tonight, when the locals were polled out of 50 to 100 people, nobody get the Times Bulletin. So, I mean, that's a really big problem here.
The community is upset they weren't notified and have concerns about its presence. Local Steve Simendinger decided to hold a meeting on the subject to hear the community's concerns before attending the township meeting.
We missed a meeting that we really needed to be at to show our opposition of this. So the state people that say yes or no on this permit would know there's opposition there. We're going to try to get this stopped, not just for maybe us right now, for people in the future, our kids.
The community says the decreasing property value and the odor is the least of their concerns. Jennings Township is more concerned with the manure from the chicken farm contaminating the aquifers and possibly the wells running dry. The chicken farm will require over 106,000 gallons of water a day to run. That water has a chance of being contaminated by poultry manure, which is poisonous. After speaking with trustees and local commissioners at Town Hall, community officials are pushing to have a second hearing on the permit. In Spencerville, Katie Jackson, Your News Now. The Survivors Lap at the Auglaize County Relay for Life was kicked off with the fight song by Rachel Platten. Crowds of supporters and teams applauded as 70 survivors and their families walked down the track.
We come together for 6 hours today to raise money and celebrate a year of fundraising. We have a goal of about $33,000. We're already at about $25,000. So we're just here to raise money, honor our survivors, and celebrate.
Every week in Auglaize County, 4 families hear the words, "You have cancer." Participants at the Relay for Life want that number to go to a 0. Despite those statistics, the Auglaize Relay was filled with contagious smiles and hope. I met Linda Keckler. 17 months ago, she was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer. She finished her last treatment just before the relay. She volunteers every year in honor of her mother who had cancer, but little did she know she would be one of the survivors.
I was also told that radiation wouldn't benefit me, mastectomy wouldn't benefit me. It was pretty much going to go from my lymph nodes to the rest of my body and let you see a bye type thing. But I explained to him that just didn't work in my schedule.
Linda, not allowed to get tattoos because of her low ability to fight off infection, decided to anyways.
This one is my latest one. It says, "She believes she can, so she will." So then that way, when I do beat cancer, I'll get another tattoo. It says, "She believes she believed she could, so she did."
Linda says there isn't much you can do about cancer because you didn't ask for it, but you can fight it and others can fight with you.
It's events like this. It's people coming together, showing that they're passionate about finding that cure.
The Relay for Life movement has raised over $5 billion for cancer research since it began in 1985. In Auglaize County, Katie Jackson, Your News Now.
Hey kids! Hi!
Lima City Schools is holding their first ever Meet Us at the Bus Stop initiative, inviting students, parents, and residents to chat with the district superintendent and treasurer.
We're doing just a kind of a meet and greet. We thought it would be nice for the taxpayers of the district and the people that we associate with to come out and get a chance to meet us, because we have a lot of chances to go out in the district, but not always can people just come up and ask questions.
Lima City School Superintendent Jill Ackerman says she often has parents make appointments to come see her, but this time she's coming to see them.
People really like to stop and talk, which I'm glad to do. And a lot of times they have questions about things that I'm happy to answer. If I don't know the answer, I'm happy to get it to them. So I really began to think that maybe I need to make myself really available, like specific time, here I am, come and see me. And it was just an opportunity to make ourselves available. They can ask anything that, I've been here 29 years, they can ask anything they want to ask. And if I don't know the answer, I'm going to find it for them. If they have a suggestion about something or a concern about something, I'm always open to listening. So it's just being here and being available for everybody.
Administrators will be handing out Spartan gear as well as snacks and drinks. There are 3 more stops planned for the Meet Us at the Bus Stop initiative, and parents, residents, and students are all invited to come out. In Lima, Katie Jackson, Your News Now.